All right, let's go over a little bit of this Grayson and Giles game. I'm not going to hit a whole lot of stuff there, but I thought the first quarter was not one of our best quarters. I thought we were sluggish. We weren't crisp. I thought our running backs were tiptoeing through the hole. We couldn't stop them. So there's a lot of factors. I don't know why we were, a little off tonight. But it's a good learning experience. I know our running backs. I think we're overthinking some things. I know Antonio was coming off, I guess, a concussion. He's wearing his bubble helmet, what I call it, for protection. He seemed timid and coming off an injury, a concussion. You would be at first because you're getting him, first few hits. But he, as normal Antonio, he bulldozed somebody. He gets at least one a game. Then he took a pretty hard hit the next series or two after that, and he was down for a little bit. And I was actually surprised he coming back in the game because I thought he had another concussion, he was done. Jalen, I thought, was tiptoeing some also. I think he was worried about handling the snap because I know he had a few problems during the Fort Chiswell game of mishandling snaps. So I think he was really thinking about that way more than he should have. Because I know I think one or two he bobbled. He was overthinking it. Snaps will be there. Careful. Usually always gets a snap to you. So do what you do, man. Take that snap like you were early in the season. Your head's up. You're taking it and you're seeing a hole and you're hitting it. You go just like I say about Antonio. You're just the same. You go wear these guys out if you do that and run like you're able to run by the fourth quarter. We have some really good backs. While I'm thinking about it, I don't want to forget Cooper Bostwick ran the ball good tonight, and I think he runs the ball pretty good. I think he probably should get the ball a little more. He runs hard. So, I think that's what happened to our running backs. Then later in the second quarter, I think Antonio got his ankle twisted or hurt his foot. So he was never the same after that. He couldn't cut on the ball. He couldn't run full speed to make the blocks like he normally makes, and that hurt. But he was on fire passing the ball, and I'll hit that up in a minute. I don't want to forget. I can't remember what part of the game it was. I think it might have been going on for our first score, and I can't remember if it's third or fourth down. And it's a beautiful pass to I can't think of his name. Luke Humphreys. And I don't know how he made the catch, but it was a beautiful catch, beautiful run down to the one, and we finally got in the end zone and scored that. That was a beautiful catch. I was quite impressed with that catch, and then the run afterwards. Great catch, young man. I don't know how you made it. But like I said, the first quarter, I think the first quarter ended 14-6. I believe is how it ended. The second quarter was kind of a little bit of a slugfest, back and forth. We started settling down and playing better. The whole night on offense, we really cannot, as far as our running game, get the ball moving. Like I said, you got to give credit to Grayson County on some of that. But I don't know, our blocking was off or what it was, but we just could not get it going and run the ball. And I think, like I said, Antonio getting hurt. Then some part of the game, I can't remember. Tyler Stafford got hurt. He's a offensive guard, I believe, guard tackle. I can't remember. And he's a defensive tackle too. Hurt his shoulder. He didn't come back in the game. So I think Humphreys had to switch numbers and play his position. I believe it was him. So, a new lineman, which he did a good job. He did a good job. But you had that, and you had different wing backs. So, gelling things together, and you're already not having a great night running the ball. But we kept trying, we kept pounding, we kept working on it, and we did get some good gains. But it wasn't our best night on offense. Other than passing, we probably had more passing yards than we had rushing yards. And has any Giles team ever done that? I don't know. I'd be curious to find out. But as we go on in the game, and we go in the second quarter, and like I said, the second half. And I don't know what adjustments were made at halftime. I'm sure some were made. We were a whole lot better ball team in the second half than we were the first half, kind of like the Fort Chiswell game. Our intensity was up. Everybody was able to play the second half. But we were just a much better team. like I said, Antonio was there just to pass because he couldn't run. He just couldn't do it. But other guys, ran got what yards they could get. Like I said, it was a tough night running the ball. But there were some beautiful passes. There was a beautiful pass. So we stopped. I mean, ahead of myself. We had two amazing, I said, goal line stops. I mean, amazing. I mean, fourth and inside the one, and we stopped them. 4 downs, and they couldn't score. It's very impressive. And we get the ball. We have it on the inside the 1 yard line, and I tell my buddy Davey Fontaine and Anthony Billups, I said we should throw the ball here, and we threw the ball, and we had a huge completion to Tickle. Beautiful pass, Antonio. I mean, it was beautiful, like 40, 50 yards over Tickle's shoulder. Great catch. So he was passing the ball like it all night. Tickle had several catches in the second half. I think 1 or 2 underneath. So it was much better. And I forget people every night, and I apologize to these young men if I forget you. It's not that I mean to. But the pass game looks really good, and hopefully we will continue to build on that. I still think we should probably work on going underneath. Maybe more curl routes, quick slants, out pattern or something. Use the whole field. Make these teams prepare for us all over the field. I think that could be a huge dividend because I know seems like we're getting in the habit of going these long passes, either to Twaits or Tickle, something really long. I think we should have something underneath working so, teams can't prepare just for, a fly pattern. But our defense, that second half was just, it was lights out. We played great on defense. Grayson didn't get anything going that second half. They did absolutely nothing. Their second half's about like how our first half really went. They cannot move the ball. They had a couple of big plays here and there, but overall they couldn't do nothing. Like I said, our defense played great. And you guys have a lot to be proud of. It just wasn't our night. I still think we are the better team. I think a lot of injuries, like I said, really caught up with us tonight. We didn't have everybody playing in the first half, and that could have made a huge difference. Our running backs were overthinking things, which you don't want to turn the ball over, and we had guys get hurt. It was a rough night. It was a really rough night. But I still think we're the better team. I really think we're better than that team, and I think if we can get them in the playoffs, which there's a good chance, and we're healthy, there's no doubt in my mind we can beat this team. I still think we are the best team in Region C. I really do. We've had a bad night, but I think you guys. Maybe you see how you got to be intense. Was it 48 minutes in a high school game? You got to be intense for the whole 48 minutes, the whole 4 quarters. You cannot play a good team, and you'll play a good team in 2 weeks too in George Wythe. You've got to play intense, as I say every week, intense, pissed off, mad, mean football from the very first play in the first quarter to the last play. Because here on out, every game's a playoff game. Your next game is for the district, and it still could be for the number 1 seed, but at worst, number 2. But you guys got to play on defense from the first quarter all the way through, like you have the second half of the past two games. Offense, I think just some adjustments. I think we'll be fine. So we got some really good running backs. I think Antonio can obviously pass the ball. I still think we need to work underneath and open up the short game, which will open up the long game more, or maybe do some crossing or something, open up the middle. Something maybe we could try. I was thinking, you've seen some college do it and pros do it. I know in a 4-hole we're double teaming all the time. What about some play, the end or the wing back, whatever, falls down once or twice during the game, complains out loud. about not being able to keep his footing. But then do it sometime during the game, stay there a second, get up, and throw a pass. I'd be willing to bet everybody's going to run after he falls down. I'll pay big attention to him and go flying off to wherever the running back's going. He could probably go up, do a little circle route in the middle of the field, and be wide open. Just some thought. But I said, the game's over. There's no reason to keep stressing over it, but we got to hang on to the ball. Turnovers are killing us. We are probably still getting too many penalties, but the turnovers are what's killing us. I mean, we still, I feel, beat ourselves tonight. I can't remember, like I think I said earlier in the video, I applaud Sam for taking the blame for that call. I mean, it was it's just one of them calls. I mean, yeah, probably should have ran the ball, but like I said, you guys have a good coach and a good staff. I know several people on the staff, and they're good people, and they know if they do something, I'll call them out, and I'm not afraid they call me out or chew my butt out for it too. It's just what you gotta do. But guys, the next game is the most important game. We do need rest. The open date can be tricky because you can get a little lazy. Is not the word, I guess, but you know what I mean. You just kind of relax a little bit because you have an extra week. We need to prepare, and you need to listen to your coaches. You need to really get after it for the 2 weeks. Now, we need rest. You guys who are banged up, you need the rest. You need it really badly. Antonio, if he's not ready by the Georgia Smith game, it's a hard decision. Do you sit him and make sure he's ready for the playoffs, or do you play him? That's tough. That's tough on him to decide, tough on the coaches, I think. But that's something to consider, because the ultimate goal is, of course, you want to win the district in the region and state, but state's always the ultimate goal. But, guys, it's far from over. You all could still possibly get the number 1 seed. I mean, there's maybe Craig, and if they don't, and Craig goes 10-0, well, you beat George Wythe, you're going to have the number 2 seed at worst, and you're home to the playoffs unless you happen to meet Craig in the playoffs. Now, if Craig loses, then you are the number 1 seed. So, you still a lot to play for. You got to be ready. One thing I did notice before I forget about it, it's late. I should do these videos earlier so I don't get tired and forget things. If you notice, if you listen or heard it, the Grayson sideline, if we ran a reverse, whatever, they was hollering sweep, reverse, we pass, they was hollering pass. Grayson did anything? What did our sideline say? I didn't hear nothing. I heard some fans holler stuff out, but I didn't hear sideline do nothing. Guys, it's important while you're over there. If you see a reverse, you see a pass, holler it out, help your teammates out. I can't stress that enough. All the help they can get, it's good. It's not a bad thing. You're not doing something wrong. Because it takes a team effort. And just remember, you guys are one play away from getting in there and having to play. Over the past few weeks, we've had guys out for various reasons. Not the smartest decisions that they've made and had to miss some time. And, Antonio getting hurt while somebody else gets hurt. You're one play away. You guys who can pass the ball, obviously, we got to find somebody else who can pass in case Antonio gets hurt. And, we have guys. We've seen other guys pass. But tonight's game was, it was a dogfight. It's a dogfight. We started out, I think, sluggish and slow. And it seems to happen the past 2 weeks, so I don't know what's going on there. But I'm not going to dwell on it. Like I said, the game's over. You guys play better as the game went on. Our offense has got to start clicking again and running the ball. Guys, you all still have a very good team. This team is still a very special team. You can still feel it. So, guys, just hang in there. I know it's depressing tonight. I know it's depressing to lose. But you're still a very good team. And you guys that are hurt, you guys need to rest. You got to get healthy because we want to beat George Wythe, of course, because you want to win the district. Whether it's a tie for the district or whatever, you're still somehow district champs. But you want to be ready for the playoffs because that's the ultimate ride right there. Win those 4 games, get to our 5 games, wherever get that championship, and you're still very capable of doing it. I still feel you're best team in Region C. I truly actually have no doubts about it. And you may get a chance to play, this team again. So you may get another shot at them, and I think you can beat them next time. And we get healthy, get this turnover situation under control. And we got to make sure also, I think our line, whether it be your receivers, your blocking backs, wing backs, running backs, whatever, we've got to get blocking at this next level, the second level. Get the lineman will block the lineman, but we got to get them linebackers blocked and the safeties blocked. I mean, get a hat on a hat. If they get a hat on a hat, it's hard for them to make a tackle, and it's more room for us to run or get open or whatever it may be. But we got to play intense. You have what you got to look at as a playoff game coming up in 2 weeks against George Wythe. And it could be for home field or at worst 2 seed, which still could turn into the home field. So guys, you gotta rest, pay attention to your coaches, come ready to play. You got to play from the very first snap, the first quarter, all the way to the end. I mean, it was just the past 2 weeks have been a little sluggish starting out. I know our offense is good, especially when we're healthy, and everybody's able to play the whole game. Our defense is really good. I think they are a really good defense. But you gotta be ready, and guys, you gotta make smart decisions. And you're young men. You go do things that young guys do. You're gonna make mistakes, but you got to think, because I think you have a coach now who's trying to help you all grow up from boys to men, and he's teaching you all, hey, look, you mess up, there's repercussions for what you do, and one of you has, your teammates voted you to come back, and I believe you get to come back and play during the Withville game, and we will need you. You're a good ball player. So show everybody what you're made of. Show your teammates it was worth it. You're a really good ball player. The other individual, if I heard tonight what you did was true, there's nothing major, but it was a bonehead decision. And you let your teammates down, you let your coaches down, you let yourself down, and that's the ones you let down the most. Did you let the fans down? Yes and no, but your teammates, yourself, your coaches, that's the main one. That's your family. You all are family. I think you all fight very good together. You all keep pushing. Y'all just a special team, man. I'm telling you, you all can still win this whole thing. I know you're down right now. It sucks to lose a game like tonight. When you had several chances to get down there and possibly tie it up or maybe take the lead on several of them. But it happens. There's nothing you can do about it now. I was really impressed, like I said, with the passing game. I think if we would have had the passing game in the first half, and people know what I'm talking about, it could have been hugely different. But make smart decisions, man. Make smart decisions. I mean, you're young. You guys are going to make not so good decisions at times. But hopefully you're seeing what's going to happen when you do that. The fans, I was kind of surprised. We had a great turnout at Fort Cheswell. All year we've had a great turnout. And a game like this, which was a playoff game, playoff atmosphere, and I do realize, you got 5 o'clock, it's hard to get there. That's a long drive. But the crowd was sparse compared to most of the crowds at best. Them young men need it. Them young men need us. They need us to make noise. They need those cowbells and that horn and everything. We we need to work for them. I mean, bring those cowbells out, them milk jugs of money and whatever. They need that noise when the other team's on offense. That's just little things. Like I said, I'm way over what I normally should be. And like I said, I'm probably forgetting things. But guys, I just want to stress that this next game is just like the one tonight. It is a playoff atmosphere. It is a playoff game. This is for either first seed or the second seed. If you lose this game, you're probably going to drop to the third seed. I don't think we're the fourth, but it could be possible. But I think it'll definitely drop to the third seed if you lose against Withville. So there's a lot on the line. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. You come ready to play from the very first snap all the way through the game, or you could be on the road for a playoff game or so. So, what's it mean to you? And believe me, having to be able to sleep in a little bit on a Saturday or whatever, not do them long trips, makes a world of difference. A world of difference. But guys, keep your heads up. We just got to fix those turnovers. We got to fix those turnovers. Way too many. I don't know if it's lack of concentration or you're overthinking it. Play football. Play football. You know how to play football. Some tough young men. Just keep pounding away, man. Keep pounding away. Again, you guys are injured. Get some rest. Heal up. And, it don't hurt over the weekend especially. Maybe something next week to think about the opportunities you missed. What could you do better this next game? And so on forward to that. Some little things, yet big things. Again, these next 2 weeks, pay very close attention to what your coaches are telling you. Your backups, be ready, pay attention. Play hard against the first teamers. Make them better. But just keep working. Just keep working. This season's far from over. Sucks tonight. Probably suck for a few days next week, but you got to move on and get ready for Withville, because it's probably going to be another dogfight. Good chance of another dogfight. They've played us good for years. So be ready. 48 minutes of fury, guys. Straight up fury. Think about, I guess, a meaty piece of meat thrown in a tank full of piranhas. How they act. They're all over it. Every one of them attack. That's how we need to be on defense, and that's how we need to be on offense as well. You got to attack. You linemen, you are good. Attack, and continue to stand up for each other. Defend your home field. It's senior night. If you all cannot be ready for senior night and for a playoff game, then you're just not going to be ready. So you guys should be ready to rock and roll. And let tonight's mishaps and the closeness of this game, which you probably should have won, let it fuel you. And I don't care. You get pissed off at me for some things I said. Good. Use it for the next game. Do what you got to do, man. You guys are a good team, special team. And just keep fighting. And we'll see you here in a couple weeks on the breakdown.